welcome back to a new video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Awakening Sorceress class reboot for Black Desert Online. I'm gonna try to split this video up into many segments. I'll probably have a timer on the segments down below. So guys, first of all, I guess the easiest way to start this video is why. Why should you play Sorceress? This class takes, I kid you not, thousands of hours to learn. It's not Guardian. It doesn't have just 3 skills you can rotate. If you do, that's good, that's fine. But to play it perfectly, to play it to its strength, it has so many skills that you honestly have to remember at all times that it's sometimes very, very hard. Its PvE rotations is literally playing Ninja on crack. It's similar to playing Ninja on crack and Kuno, obviously, classes with very high APM, and at best, it's an average grinder. It's not even that good. I'd say it's good, but it's not that good. And its PvP, well, I mean, unless you're amazing, isn't good, and you will most likely die thousands, I kid you not, thousands of times before you get your first kill. So why play this class? Well, first of all, it's a female class. Just look at them thighs. Jokes aside, the class is extremely fun. Its skills are extremely fun. You can grind places with far less gear than recommended AP or DP required. Its skills, although don't do a lot of damage, hit hard when they do damage, and at high AP and at high skill, this class is the best PvX 1v guild class in the entire game, and nobody could tell you differently. If you want a class that after 1,000 hours of learning, you can walk up and 1v50 a guild, this is the class for you. Sorceress is that class, and it's arguably the only class that can do this perfectly. So guys, that is my reasons why I play Sorceress. I'm a flex member, and it's honestly really fun playing this class. Its looks are amazing, its costumes are amazing, and just the general color palette of this class is wonderful. I'm an absolute lover for purple. So with that being said, if you still want to learn some tricks, some tips, I wouldn't say the best for Sorceress, then let's just jump straight into this video. Alright, jumping into part 1, with the skill guide and classes with lower skill points, I want to start off, before we jump into that, actually talk about UI. I feel like a lot of people don't think about this, but UI is actually very important for Sorceress. I told you before that this class has thousands of skills you have to consider, and especially their exact timing. So for that, I run this very simple UI with this little thing I found online, and I pretty much copied it from that person. Sadly, I don't remember who I copied it from very long ago, but it's basically simple. It lets you keep a hold of your cooldowns. As you can see here, the skills do go on cooldown when they need to, and I feel like you should just copy a similar, or at least a version of this UI. Now, talking about skill points, this class actually now, with the reboot, I've noticed requires a lot more skill points. Max Flow of Darkness, get Darkness Release, Absolute Darkness Released. Midnight Stinger is now very good. I used to have this lock pre-reboot because it would always cancel Grim Reaper, and it was so annoying, but they changed that thankfully. So get Absolute Midnight Stinger. Rushing Core is amazing. Bloody Calamity, Absolute Close of Darkness, Absolute Dark Flame. Obviously, this is a forward guard skill. Crow Flare is good and can be good in certain situations, but if you're hurting for skill points, only max the first 3. Mark of Shadow, recently buffed, again good for certain situations, but if you're hurting, leave it alone. Shadow Eruption, Absolute Shadow Eruption, you cannot go without this, so definitely be sure to pick it up. Signs of Acne recently reworked, and it's now actually just a lot faster. Look at the speed on that. I absolutely love it. And obviously, Dream of Doom, Imminent Doom, Absolute Dream. Sinister Omen. If someone from PA is watching this, guys, come on. What? I can't believe you didn't change Sinister Omen. Obviously, you can't pick up any of the prime skills. And obviously, Spirit Absorption. And Dark Trade recently got the massive buff to now giving you 20 DP for 4 minutes. So always be sure to have your 20 DP buff up at a single time. And finally, the final part, skill enhancements. Before we go on to some combos. Skill enhancements are very important. Definitely be sure to pick up all your skill enhancements. Honestly, the BDO Sorceress Discord is pretty good for skill enhancements, but I choose to edit it a little for myself and choose something else. I pick up Shadow Eruption, Grim, Swirling, Violation, Karsheen, and Soul Reaper. Violation for the sort of PvE side of things, extra AP and the old DP minus 15. Everybody I've noticed runs very different skill add-ons. You can choose for yourself what to run, but personally, I feel like this works the best for me. The reason why I don't choose PvE add-ons and PvP add-ons is because 9 out of 10 times you're going to start a PvE rotation. Someone's like, dual for spot, dual for spot, dual for spot, and you'd be screwed. So I choose to go for more of a balanced rather than focused, and I have this pretty much at all times. Maybe during Node Wars, I sometimes change extra AP to extra human damage, but all in all, nothing really changes here. And with that said, let's just jump straight into combos. All right, yo, for this next part, like I told you, Sorc has so many skills you can utilize. Me teaching you exact combos isn't going to help you. You need to learn these yourself, and not only in Battle Arena. So for this next part, I'm going to show you 2 Battle Arena combos I use a lot and 4 real-life instance fights in the open world. So for this first one, I'm going to show you is with Dream of Doom. So we're going to go slowly for it. So as you can see, Dream of Doom for the initial catch. I feel like a lot of people engage with Dream of Doom. You could engage with other stuff, but Dream of Doom engage is perfectly fine. The Dream of Doom engage puts him on a CC countdown. He's stiffened, as you can see, stiffness, as you can see, stiffness right there. We iframe into Midnight Stinger, which adds in another stiffness and extends the stiffness into Darkness Release, which is a knockdown, into Shadow Ignition for damage. At this point, he's already immune, but as he's falling down, if you follow it up with Shadow Ignition, you can actually get away with it sometimes, but other times it's a little risky. But I do it a lot for damage only. Remember, he's immune at this point. Into C-Swap into the new skill Swirling Darkness. As you can see, he gets down smashed. Down smashes extend combos and can be used during immunity, and this is one thing Sorc is very good with. She has a lot of down smashes. She gets down smashed into Grim Reapers, which adds in, as you can see, another down smash, and as Grim Reapers is ending, Swirling Blade of Darkness for the extra down smash. And at this point, the CC immunity is gone, but he's still on the floor, and you could follow up with Shadow Eruption, etc., etc. And if you do this well enough, you can actually CC someone for up to, like, I've seen a video of a sorcerer CCing Striker, I think it was for 30 seconds. But obviously, ping, every other factor is very important in this. For this next combo, I chose to go with, let me see if I can find it, with a different engage, this time with Shadow Ignition. I feel like that is also, again, another combo a lot of people use. Shadow Ignition into the iframe, into Midnight Stinger again for the stiffness, into Darkness Release for the knockdown down smash, into Swirling Darkness again for another down smash, into Grim Reaper's Judgment for another down smash, and finally, again into Blades of Darkness for another down smash. Most of the time, again, ping is very, very important factor. But again, I could show you so many more combos, but it just wouldn't be useful. So we're going to jump into 4 real-life scenarios. For this first scenario, we see a target, a Valkyrie. Now, originally, I let this guy go because I don't want to attack him. But as you can see, you have to be very aware on Sorceress. You only saw it for half a second. But right here, watch what happens. The light comes down. I know I'm about to get knocked down. Iframe. Dodge the iframe. He goes in for abilities. Shadow Ignition for the knockdown. I followed up with Shadow Eruption. I don't know why, but you can quickly for some follow-up damage into Grim Reapers. And it's over. GG, well played. So when I tell you you need to be very aware when you're playing Sorceress, it's because of moments like this. This could have gone wrong right here. If I did not iframe right here, it was over. I would have been knocked down. The fight's over. But I iframed very fast into the Shadow Ignition that you can barely see, into the instant Shadow Eruption, into the Grim Reaper's Judgment, into the extended float, down smash, and it's over. GG, well played. In the second scenario, we're fighting Skeptic. Shout out to Skeptic, who is Family's GM. We've been fighting for quite a while in this video, but for this part, I'm going to show you what happens towards the end. So, I'm fighting Skeptic. I throw out the Dream of Doom, which is very, very lucky. But if you angle Dream of Doom sometimes behind the target, and for this you have to have aim assist off, you can catch someone with Dream of Doom. Catch him with Dream of Doom, do Wings of Core to dash forward into the Violation, which does the float, into Grim Reaper's Judgment. And that's all she wrote. Skeptic dead. Thank you, Skeptic, for the amazing fight. And thank you for waiting until I was done. In this next scenario, I'm going to show you a 1v2. As I mentioned before, Sorceress is the best class to PvX. And I'm going to let it play and I'll show you what happens. Now, that fight was, although a very good fight, originally had a problem. Although Sorc is a 1vx class, you need to pick your targets. Originally, I Dream of Doomed going straight for the Corsair, thinking the Corsair is going to be the most person I'm going to have trouble with. But as you can see here, the Corsair's got so much iframe that I cannot even deal with it. And the Witch starts doing a lot of damage to me. And at this point, I realize I'm losing. Switch targets on the fly immediately, dash straight towards the Witch, Bloody Calamity to regen health, instant Shadow Ignition. The Witch is on the floor, and at this point, the Corsair is a little far away. I have to end this fight. Violation for the float, and turn back slash. The Witch is dead. Jump straight into the Corsair. Again, the Corsair is iframing, Swirling Darkness. And that's all she wrote. Pick your targets or you are going to lose. In this last fight, this is an open world fight against a Striker. Now watch what happens here against this Striker. Now Striker is arguably one of the strongest classes a Sorceress has to fight, and it can be very, very hard sometimes. So the Striker goes in. I iframe sideways. He goes in for the grab, and it's all he wrote. Now at this point, this guy V's, or he gets up, I believe. Ping again. Some abilities don't go through. Reset the fight. Run away. He dashes in again. Same exact thing. History repeats itself. The iframe towards him. He doesn't expect it. Shadow Ignition. He's on the floor. Get the down smash. Grim Reaper's Judgment. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. 4 fights. 2 combos. At the end of the day, how you play this class is up to you. And as I mentioned, this class, if played perfectly, can be very, very strong. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Shim, as always. Peace.